Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get some late points and the lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Got Sinnott, it's complete. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
He's gonna loft one deep to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Buying some time right. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
On the quick, right? Why, Tony?
To the air, Stroud. Dell with the grab. And this is down all the way to the 3. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Oh, ready?
Mixon will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown, his 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Daniels on 1st down. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out.
Ready?
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Get it. Ready.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Go!
Throwing off the play fake here. A massive shot towards the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jayden Petrie.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
One last play before the break.
All right.
One final shot before halftime. He's on the move. Oh, and before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Has it at the 11. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Stroud. On the move, headed right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
All right. 90 Texans.
Here's Stroud now. Complete to Dell. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
11. Hey, south.
Stroud now on 3rd. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
Come on.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jayden Petrie. And the Texans get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Look the hot. Hey, Uno more.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pass caught by Mixon. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
2J. Robbie. Punky. Why Tony. Punky. Hey, uno.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Has his man, it's Mixon. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 43. Collins got it left side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Houston.
3 quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite.
Score Texans 41.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Hey, south.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Connection made to Dell. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Texans.
Hey, uno. Ow, tonight.
Nixon on the toss. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and in what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Ow, tonight.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the end.
And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, we all know that he's somebody.